we got here, as in the name. Let me fix this camera angle. I'm gonna use the old tape dispenser I used back in the days of reloading in third person. Oh, oh yeah. Nice. Okay, let's get right into it, guys. Nobody's here, but it doesn't matter. This is mainly meant for rewatching after it's already posted. Anyways, this is an old story I wrote maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago. And it's like a 9-page long, like, Google Words document. It's just, wow, the Enchanted Safari. And note that there's a lot of discrepancies in, like, grammar and things. Like, especially I found that sometimes names are capitalized, sometimes they aren't. But there's it's, one is capitalized, but then the rest is all capped. I don't know. Anyways. The Enchanted Safari. 4 teenagers looking for jobs named Jason, Kayla, Bob, and Tom. Bob and Tom were not capitalized. Were never wanted by job owners. After 2 weeks of looking, they arrived at a tour station. The only sign of life was an old man. He looked at them and smiled, then walked over to them unsteadily. Still smiling, he said, "Hello." Then Tom, uncapitalized, said, Hi. We were..." Oh, look at that. It's "were" without an apostrophe. "We're here to get a job." The old man said, "Good, I want new people working here." "So, do we need to get a job interview or something?" Kayla asked. "No," the old man said. "Cool," Jason stuttered, with no signs of him stuttering. "Well, follow me," the old man said. So they followed him to a gate with so many locks on it that even you probably could not count them. But I am sure there was a total around 80 locks. So he unlocked all the locks, which took him about 10 minutes. Go on," the old man said. Inside, there were a lot of plants, trees, and bugs. "Wow, there's a lot of plants, trees, and bugs in there," Kayla said. "Yeah, I noticed that." And note that the "ya" was actually spelled Y-A-H. So that's funny. Tom replied. "I said go on," the old man said angrily. "1 minute, dude, chill down," Jason said. Oh, then I have... What? Then I have, to do this. He pushed them in. A repeated like 50 times and a bunch of H's and exclamation marks. So altogether saying, ah. They just kept screaming until bonk, they landed in a Jeep. "Oh my God," Jason screamed. "What the heck is going on right now?" Bob said. "I have no idea," Tom replied. "Why am I in the driver's seat?" said Kayla. "I am the only person who does not know how to drive." "Well, I'll teach you the best I can," Jason said. "Okay, that pedal is the brake." He pointed to the brake. "That one is the gas pedal." He pointed to the gas pedal. "And that lever is stick shift." He pointed to stick shift. And I think that is all you will need to know. That's really not all you need to know for driving. Unless you want to know how to use the radio. No, but she was cut off by a monkey that had horns growing out of it. "Ah!" they all screamed. Jason had a bottle of water. So, he turned down the window and splashed almost all, capitalized all, of his water onto the windshield. Unfortunately, now Kayla could not see. "Now I can't see," she screamed angrily. "So sorry," Jason replied. Yet again, something was still unfortunate. The monkey just jumped on top of the car and started to pound the roof. And I don't know why I said yet again something was still. Because generally, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say again without still. But okay. Hey, one viewer. So sorry. Use my water for nothing, Jason screamed horridly. And I can't see. Kayla said next. Calm down. We could just stop the car and get out, Bob said. But about a split second later, something big, something strong, something monstrous picked them up. It was about 6.5 feet tall. A big, giant plant. No, 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 not just a plant. A Venus. Fly. Trap. And yes, there was pauses between each of those words because there was commas between each of those words. Ah! It was in quotes. It didn't, specify that anybody said that. Okay, here is one of the fortunate parts of this book. The fly trap spit them out, but, well, when they landed very violently. But if you're going to describe the sound it made, you would add a thump and a bang, and one more sound. Kapow. They all ran out before it exploded. They jumped into a bush. But another time in this story, an unfortunate event happens. The bush goes on fire. So, do you understand this story yet? Which I don't even understand the story yet. It doesn't make any sense. Let alone the person who didn't even write it. It doesn't. If not, I will continue. Please do. 5 minutes later, they were in the clear. Jason said, "Let's find a campsite." Then Kayla said, "Well, I am staying here," which I don't really understand why. Then Tom said, "No, you can't stay. Kayla, you might die." Then Bob said, "Oh, I just wish we were not here." Then the argument just kept going on and on. And wait, those commas are in wrong places. And that argument just kept going on and, comma, on and, comma, on. ... About 30 minutes after that ended. Because Kayla said she was tired of arguing. "Well, that's finally over," Bob said. They started walking, looking for a camp. After 2 hours, capitalized, of walking, finale, they found a quote-unquote nice camp. Well, according to Kayla. "So, what do we use as tents?" said Kayla. "Aha! We could kill that elephant and use its skin," said Tom. "Ew!" wailed Kayla. "Well, we could vote," said Kayla. Bob, Jason, and Tom said skin. "Ugh," Kayla said. So, Tom and Bob looked in their backpacks for a weapon of some kind. They found Bowie knives. "Quick, it's getting away," Bob said. They ran over to the elephant. When they were running, Tom said, "You go for its legs, I will go for its head." But when they came out of the trees, it started to pour rain. "Ah, come on," Tom shouted at the sky. Kayla shouted, "Yay!" And there's a dash, but there's no quotation mark at the end of that, so that's unfortunate. But she was interrupted by Tom. He said, "No tent." So, I don't know why I added this to the story. So, in all, they both said, "Yay, we don't have a tent, we're unprotected from the rain, woohoo," which they didn't actually say, I just added that, I don't know why. Jason said, "Well, there is trees." Jason, you're without a apostrophe or E. You're so annoying sometimes. "Hey, look, I'm just trying to say that there is trees to sort of protect us," screamed Jason. Kayla said, Okay. You don't have to scream." Tom said, "Pretzels for dinner." And he pulled out 4 little bags of pretzels, a banana, and a banana. Everyone got one pack of pretzels and they split up the banana. The next day in the morning, Jason said, "Now I have missed 2 days of school. My principal will be infuriated. I will get in so much trouble. So much. And we will probably be here for about, let's say, 3 days? Or no, should I be optimistic and say, well, it's a little trouble, not a lot." That's not that optimistic. No, of course not. Who would even think that? I will tell you. You wanna know? A dummy. What? That's who. A dummy. Space and then a bunch of exclamation marks. "Shut up, Jason!" screamed Kayla, which I probably thought I was like absolutely savage for adding a cuss word into this. Screamed Kayla. Guess what? Jason stopped. Woohoo. He stopped. Hooray, yay. He stopped. Woohoo, wee. That was a lot. Okay, enough celebrating. Let's go back to the story. Alright, we're, again without an apostrophe, back to the story. Now what? Wait, I remembered. I tell you and you read. Yes, of course. It must be. There's a dog barking. They're gone. And you read. I don't know why I added any of this. None of this adds anything to the story. I'm just saying. I tell you and you read. Yes, of course it must be. Okay, now back to the story. Literally, and I spelled literally wrong. I spelled it with 2 T's. Oh, thank goodness. Jason finally stopped babbling about school. And there's quotation marks, but it doesn't say who said it. 1 second, Kayla. I am going to talk to the author for a sec. Now, this doesn't make any sense. So, author, me. You said I stopped, but I know how to change that. Really, I know how to change the whole story. I can just not stop. Ha ha ha. Or wait, now it's you. You... Is it a different person saying it because it ended with another quotation mark, then it started it again? Or wait, now, it's you. You are a citizen, a reader. And that's right, I am talking to you, reader citizen. Why are you laughing? I don't think anybody would laugh at this. Oh, I know. You're laughing because a book usually doesn't talk. So now this is the enchanted book, not the enchanted safari. I probably thought I was like comedian level right now. Just said Jason. Okay, so it was Jason who said that all. And I am so sorry. I will take care of him right now. And that was me saying that, I guess. So, Jason, stop screaming at the reader. Okay, back to the story. This is taking so many unexpected and just useless turns. Why is Shia LaBeouf on a log over there? Said Tom. Oh, and there's another quotation mark? I don't know. Oh yeah, story time indeed. Shia LaBeouf turned his head lightning fast. And he saw them. And they saw him. There was blood all over his face. There was blood everywhere. Terrified, Bob, Tom, Jason, and Kayla started running. But Shia chased them. Then Shia jumped onto a tree. They turned around, and there was Shia. Shia jumped at... I'm saying Shia way too much. Jumped at them, but they jumped away. Shia managed to get Kayla's backpack, though. Shia wrestled her backpack until it was only shreds of fabric. By then, they were 40 feet away from Shia. Jason, Kayla, Bob, and Tom's feet all got stuck in bear traps. What an unexpected turn. Shia was getting closer and closer as he was running towards them. Will they die because Shia eats them, or will they live with stump legs? Well, they got away. Shia was about 20 feet away, and he was getting closer. They had stump legs, so it was hard to run. They spotted an old village, and surprisingly, there was life. They ran as fast as they could. Luckily, Shia was staying about 10 feet away from them. When they finally reached the village, but then when you get to the next page, there's an author's note. Author's note. If you're taking this book seriously, please stop it. And I think that's perfectly reasonable, but not for the reason you think I'm saying it for. So it's very annoying, and I should have told you earlier. If you are a small child, Shia LaBeouf is a real person, but he doesn't act like this. Well, I don't know many people who do. Okay, back to the story. That was the author's note, everybody. Kayla ripped Shia off Bob's back. She tried to pin him down, but she couldn't. She screamed, "Help!" That's a lot of peace. But her friends never heard. Shia said, "Just do it." Tom said, "He can talk. That's impossible." Shia said, "Nothing is impossible, so just do it." Kayla's 3 friends all jumped on him. Then he disappeared. Nice. He was back by the door, and he had the axe. Is there a page missing? Whoa. Axe. Well, I guess there's an axe now. Bob ran to get the axe, but then it disappeared. It was back in Shia's bloody hand. Warning, this book is about to get very chaotic. There's no H in it. Out of the door came Smokey Bear. With him was Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. My dogs are having trouble. Knocked over my trash can. Hey, get out. Okay, doggo. Doggo, you're stepping on the charger. Okay. The doggo's leaving. Or no, she's not. Hey, doggo, get out. Well, that's not doing anything, whatever. Back to reading, I guess. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. But instead of a red nose, it was a bomb. And Smokey Bear had a cigarette. And all this time you thought he was trying to help the environment, you fool. Shia ran away. They went to someone's house and knocked on the door. Shia ran away? These two pages are mixed up. Let's go back in time a little bit and read these in order. So, the page would have continued onto this page that I'm about to get to. Ended with Shia was staying about 10 feet away from them. When they finally reached the village, Shia ran away. Then they went to someone's house and knocked on the door. A middle-aged lady answered, but right when she opened the door, she screamed, "This better not be solar." Hilarious. And Jason said, "We are just teenagers who are lost." And she said, "Well, good. Then come in." They didn't even ask. When they were in, they had a conversation and had some tea. "Well, so you want to go back home?" the lady asked. "Yes," Jason replied. Just Jason. So they followed her to a trapdoor. They opened the trapdoor. It was dark inside. She pushed them in. "So long, suckers." Well, there's no quotation mark, so I don't know if she actually said that or not. She, or maybe he, why not just they, pulled off a mask to reveal Shia LaBeouf. Shia's surprise. Jason threw a Bowie knife at Shia's kidneys, but wait, Shia is still alive. Shia surprise too. But now Jason throws an axe at Shia's leg. Shia fell into the hole, but to Shia's surprise, Jason still had the axe. Now he is cutting off Shia's bloody head, and now Shia is dead. Yay! That's just a lot of Y's and Y's. So it's just, I'm making the noises. A lot of exclamation marks too. Everyone screamed. Now, how do we get out of here? Jason asked. Nobody knew. But then Jason saw a mysterious door. Hey guys, let's go into that mysterious door. He opened it, and there was Shia LaBeouf. Jason readied his axe. Jason noticed that Shia still had his leg and also his head when they thought he was dead. Behind Bob, quiet. But Kayla jumped on top of Shia, quiet. And then there was an author's note, which still doesn't make sense to add the author's note right after a part of the story, which isn't like an ending part of a sentence or anything like that. So we already read the author's note. It was just talking about Shia LaBeouf being a real person that wasn't actually like a rabid, insane person, so. Morbidly obese? Okay, back to the story. Kayla ripped Shia off of Bob's back. She tried to pin him down, but she couldn't. She screamed, "Help!" But her friends never heard. Shia said, "Just do it." Tom said, "He can talk. That's impossible." Shia said, "Nothing is impossible, so just do it." Kayla's 3 friends all jumped onto him. Then he disappeared. He was back by the door, and he had the axe. He threw it at Tom. He missed by centimeters. Bob ran to get the axe, but then it disappeared. A lot of exclamation marks. It was back in Shia's bloody hand. Warning, this book is about to get very chaotic, without the H. Out of the door came Smokey Bear. With him was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But instead of a red nose, it was a bomb, and Smokey Bear had a cigarette, and all this time you thought he was trying to help the environment. Now, we're back in order. What was the last page, everybody? Smokey went on fire, then turned into the devil. Rudolph charged at them. They all dodged. Rudolph hit the wall, and the whole trap room exploded. Everyone died. Everyone dies. Author's note 2. This isn't really an author's note. It's just for some reason I decided to be cool and add a alternate outcome at the end. That was just one way the story could have gone. And this is the other way it could have gone. Back at summer camp 8 years ago. It was the first day of summer camp. Tom and Jason were twin brothers and were, without an apostrophe, so exited, without a C. They were setting up tents, were without an apostrophe, by the way. There was 4 people per tent, Jason and Tom, no comma between tent, Jason and Tom. There were 4 people per tent, Jason and Tom were in the same tent with a boy and a girl. Neither of them knew Jason or Tom. They made friends in the morning, including the boy and the girl that slept in the tent with them. The girl's name was Kayla, and the boy's name was Bob. They played tag. Tom fell in a bush and kept falling. Jason, Kayla, and Bob all jumped in a bush along with Tom, because that's the thing you do. You follow suit if somebody jumps into a bush. Have you never done that before? Then everything but the G part and the dying happens. Then what happens then? Okay, the end. Yeah, that was really bad. I actually started this earlier but never finished it, and I didn't even know how it ended. That was really bad. Yes, that's really all. Now let's mess with, streaming gimmicks. Ooh, I can turn on... Oh, I'm gothic now. Ooh, we can turn on negative? Oh, my. Oh... My man, look at that. I can't even see what this one's called because the entire screen is white. It's called Sketch. That's no. Okay, fine. That's a sketch. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that dance party. Hey, yo, buddy, there is lights just illuminating my face. That is beautiful. Bubbles. Oh, I think I can pop these actually. There's like yeah, look, see, it's like kind of weird. It's really like glitchy and doesn't work very well, but it's like quote unquote interactive. Like, see, I'm like trying to poke this. Like, get away. See? Nice. You got Dawn. What's that even doing? Nice and gothic again. Look at my eyes, they look very black now. Slate. Glow? Where's the glow? And back to normal, everybody. Anyways, let's just turn on Dance Party and keep that on because that's actually beautiful. Let's check out the chat. Live chat. Live chat is on. It wasn't on before? Hey, yo. Microphone. Save highlight. My man, this is awesome. Well, I guess that's all then. Are we just kinda like dancey? Why am I not dancing with Kermit, my beloved? I need to find my picture of Kermit, my beloved. Oh no, my camera. Quality content right here, everybody. Quality content. Here's Kermit, my beloved. Oh, you can't see it well enough. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. Wow, it's Kermit, but he's goth. So let's actually just to add on to the vibe, let's turn on the black and white. Alrighty. Ooh, look at that gothic Kermit. He even got his like belt like near unbuckled. He's got hair covering his eye, a trait in which every goth person must have, or else they cannot be considered goth. And he's smoking. I assume, is leaning against a wall due to this angle and the way in which he's like standing with his foot and all. And he's like has his hand in his pocket. He's got a really like scruffy, shaggy shirt. And wow, look at that. That's like all the traits of a goth person. That's some good stuff right there, everybody. Now let's see if I can be goth myself. Look at that, everybody. I'm goth now.